Today I'm going to show you how you can make a full weekend trip in only a backpack. Yes, I never would have thought I could have done it, but I've done it now 22 times. I've got 7 kids. They're all over the country at different colleges playing sports and musicals, things like that. And this strategy has helped me be able to make 22 trips, to be involved with them in all kinds of things. So the first thing that you need to decide on is what shoes you're going to wear, because those are going to determine what clothes you pack. Now, if you're headed to a cold climate, you're going to want at least one good warm pair of shoes, right? Well, that's probably going to be the pair that you wear on the plane, because your other pair is going to need to be very small. I usually take some black flats with me, and then when I take my house slippers, I do include the house slippers. I don't go without, but they're my little tiny ones that press down really good. Now, when it comes to what I'm going to wear, it's all about layers. If we're going to a cold climate, it needs to all be layers. So I've got long underwear. I've got another shirt or sweater that goes over that. I've got a jacket, that long sleeve jacket, and then I've got a down vest that I can wear for extra warmth. Now, if I'm going somewhere to visit friends or family, often they'll have a coat that I can wear, and maybe if it's my mom or a good friend, they might even have a purse they don't mind me carrying, because a lot of these airlines don't even allow you to bring a purse in addition to your backpack. So that saves room in your bag also. Okay, so let's talk about what you're going to pack. Now, this is a lot easier if you are going to a warm climate, I have to admit, but it is doable even if you're going to a cold climate. And so I've put on the table some of the things that I took recently on a trip to a cold climate. So what you want to keep in mind when you're doing your packing is all about mixing and matching. And how can this be dressed down, and how can it be dressed up, and how can we wear these things together? So one thing that I took on my recent trip was a long sleeve wool sweater, because wool is super warm it's very small, but it's super warm. You get a really good warm bang for your buck with that. Also jeans that could be dressed up or down. Okay, so wearing as much on the plane as is possible is also a key, because everything that you wear does not have to go in your bag. So I'm going to take away everything that I'm able to wear on the plane, and then we will pack the rest, and I'll show you how we're doing that. So I will wear the biggest pair of shoes and a pair of socks. All right, we know that I'm definitely wearing the shoes, the biggest shoes, and then I'll also need a pair of socks, and then I've got my long underwear and a long sleeve t-shirt, and I'll also be wearing my heaviest jeans, or the only jeans, which are the heaviest pants, and then a long sleeve jacket, and then wearing this over the top of it all. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to pack the backpack, and I've got a little trick up my sleeve to show you. So I've got my backpack. Any type of backpack will do. I put in my pajamas in the bottom, and I'm going to put my flats, and just tucking in like some socks and underwear kind of keeps the flats from getting too smushed. And got the other one. Kind of do that. Again, the flats don't take up much room, which is really helpful. Tucking in other underwear. I've got my house slippers, which are very flat. And then a key thing is a pillow, a very thin pillow, and going ahead and putting that in a pillowcase. And I didn't have to do this, but this shows you if you run out of space in your backpack, you can just go ahead and tuck some extra clothes in your pillowcase, and they never know it. And then I didn't show you this yet, but I did have a scarf, which helps change up some outfits and also provides some extra warmth for a red-eye flight. I also like to pack an extra bag that's very thin, doesn't take up much room, but is easy to pop open. And when I get to my destination, I can just go ahead and take my clothes out and keep everything in that so that I can use my backpack for books and things like my day timer, my keyboard, iPad, things like that. So I have plenty of room for those. And I like to carry my iPad and just a Bluetooth keyboard so it's still easy for me to get work done, but doesn't take much time. Now, what I like to do is go super streamlined when it comes to toiletries, and you know basically how to pare down to just the basics and the smallest things. I like to carry minimal jewelry in a bag, and I've got this clear bag that I think actually probably sheets came in, but it comes in really handy because it doesn't take up much room and it smushes right down. I also like to take a water with me and snacks because these type of flights don't usually serve drinks and snacks. Okay, and now since I'm traveling without a purse, I love having a backpack that I can put pins and all the little things. I love basically all my valuables, keeping them in the zipper pocket so they don't fall out, along with my other things that I need on the flight. And then I put chargers and things like that in the bigger part of the bag. We are good to go.